This story is by Anonymous. Now, you'll know I'm not really a religious type, but this Easter, after a particularly rousing, crazy Saturday, I felt that I had a lot to atone for, so I decided to hop on the L for a day at church. It was pretty normal for church on an Easter Sunday. You know, hundreds of people were there who don't show up any other day of the year. Jesus rising up to heaven, yada, yada, yada. But on the way home, it was something special. I sat down next to the least threatening-looking, whitest person I could find on the train. Just listening to my iPod while I tried to bide the time home. I had 6 or 7 stops before my transfer, so I had some time to kill. The lady next to me, a 30-something woman, got off on the next stop, and someone else sat down next to me. I didn't even notice him at first because if you've ever been to Chicago, you know how it's like. This sort of thing happens on the train all the time. No big deal, just some other guy going in the same direction as me for a few stops. But something made me stop and look up a little bit. And I see this guy's beard out of the corner of my eye. And you know, this being Easter and everything, I took it to be some kind of sign. I did one of those double takes and I stared straight at him for many seconds, long enough that he would have gotten self-conscious were he a normal person. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Osama bin Laden sitting next to me on the L. For a second I panicked. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. Ask for his autograph? Try to punch him out and be an American hero? Say something? Well, finally, thankfully, Osama finally said something, probably annoyed that I was staring at him the entire time. What? I quickly averted my eyes, looking around the train car to see how other people were reacting. They were all preoccupied with their books or their cell phones or their card games. Osama spoke again. What the heck do you want? I had to respond. This was Osama bin Laden, after all. I can't hear you, I said loudly, pretending like the pretenders blasting out from the iPod were hindering my hearing. Osama's eyes bulged open and he grabbed the cord and yanked the buds out of my ears. The music muffled out on my lap. What are you looking at? His voice was commanding. I swallowed a grapefruit whole. Are you Osama bin Laden? He looked at me like I was a building he was about to blow up. He spat in my face. A second later, the train stopped at the Loyola stop and Osama bin Laden got off and disappeared onto the platform. I was bummed, dude. I wanted to ask him a few more questions, like, what was up with that 9/11 noise? But I always choke up in situations like that. I hate that about myself. Like one time, I got to shake hands with Johnny Depp, but I couldn't even say anything. Not even, hey, Mr. Depp, great job in that Sweeney Todd movie. I just stood there staring like a stupid idiot. So anyway, after I got home, I checked on the internet for any news of Osama bin Laden being spotted at Loyola University or the surrounding area, but there was nothing. I guess it was just another miracle of Easter. Those happen sometimes.